this before we came on air, is the domino effect that that could have.
Yeah, I mean, it's funny how we're talking about who's more important than anybody else. I would suggest that Firmino and Mane are less important, and they're even more less important because they've signed Jota and Diaz, because those two could step in and fill their boots, in my opinion. Salah is the one that there's nobody to fill his boots, as is Van Dijk at the back. So basically those two guys, and if I'm Van Dijk and I see Mo Salah getting the king's ransom, then I'm chapping on the door.
Right.
That's what happens. So that's another problem for them. But I think they've got to be strong. I think sometimes you have to go out with your business plan, because Liverpool have been operating quite a sensible pay scale with the players, as good as they are. But sometimes you get a player that you have to go the extra mile for, and I would definitely do that for Salah, and I would do it for Van Dijk.
Right.
The other ones, if they turn around and say, well, he got that, and if you don't do this, I'm going, then I would be strong and say, right, this club's been around for a long time, and this club's won a lot of things before you came, and will win a lot of things after you go. So you have to decide who you play hardball with, and I would suggest Mane and Firmino would be, you play hardball.
Right.
The two guys that you make sure you keep as your cornerstones, you look after them.
You agree, Don?
Yeah, I think from what I hear, Dan, I think reading between the lines and what I've heard is they're quite way off in terms of what they want. But Liverpool are playing hardball in terms of what they're saying to Mo Salah. Well, you're not going to go anywhere in England, so you're not going to ruin your legacy there. So where else can you go? Bayern Munich wouldn't pay 500 grand a week. I don't think Real Madrid and Barcelona would as well. So they're sort of saying to Mo Salah, look, you're at a football club where you're absolutely adored, and they're quite a way off. But I think they'll end up getting it done. I think it's one of them where I think Jurgen Klopp and I think the guys above will sit down with Mo Salah and his agent. His agent's a little bit chicky, in my opinion. I mean, listen, when you hear agents coming out and speaking, you're never quite sure what their motives are. Well, you're either trying to look after the player, but when you're sticking 7 emojis up there, you know that's going to have a ripple effect. You know it's going to get everyone talking about it as well. So it might just liven everyone up. And then Mo Salah gets his goal today. It just makes the agent a little bit more powerful in his negotiation.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.